Hi guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new around here. My name is May, also known as Miss Leva, and today I am actually getting into the Hermes topic. I have touched up on this in various of my videos, but I felt like I needed to do a sit down video in order to share with you guys my thoughts in regards to the fashion house and just the process that they have in place in order for you to be able to obtain a specific piece. I also want to, of course, be able to hear you guys' feedback and you guys' thoughts in regards to the whole thing. However, before we jump into the chatty portion of the video, I do have a little something to share with you all. There's actually two pieces in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys first what's in this bag, and then we're gonna dive into my whole thought process in regards to this Hermes journey and why I have finally decided to embark on it. All right, so this is the box that they packaged both of the things in. Now, first off, we do have a very little tiny something, and that is one of their nail polishes. I did opt to get the color Vert Egyptian. Correct. Where is it? Yes, Vert Egyptian right here. I loved when they came out with nail polishes. I was very excited. I'm actually a huge sucker for cute packaging, and they did not disappoint. It does come in this cute little box right here. It reads Hermes at the top, and then you kind of just slide out the little box, and inside is the nail polish that you do pick. Now, the bottle is, of course, very simple, very classic, very Hermes. So you do have just the branding in the front, and then the bottle cap is in white and this beautiful gold tone right here. It is actually the color that I currently have on my nails. If you guys didn't know, I love doing my nails. That's like my me time. I do gel from time to time whenever we're going on vacation for a few days, just because I don't want to have to be on the mission of having a nail chip and having to redo my nails. But for the most part, when I'm at home or if I'm just taking a short little getaway, I do my own nails. I really enjoy it, and I have quite the little nail polish collection. I have also started building a little Hermes nail polish collection, which I think it's so funny because every time I go in and I buy a nail polish, my husband's always like, they're never gonna offer you a bag if you're just building a nail polish purchase history. But that is besides the point. That is not the reason why I'm buying the nail polishes. I genuinely do like them. They have a really good range of classic and fun colors. And I have to say that the nail polishes actually last pretty good. I usually switch up my nail color anywhere within 4 to 5 days just because I personally get bored, but not because the nail polish has chipped or anything. I don't use their base or their top coat. I use my own very inexpensive base coat and top coat. But the Hermes nail polishes, every time that I go ahead and remove them on that like 5th day, it looks just like it did the first time I did them. So I was excited to see this color. The SA that actually helped me, which was an Extreme Sweetheart, recommended this color or like a mustardy color that they had. It turned out that she also just did regular nail polish, so we had a conversation in regards to that. But I ultimately opted for the green just because yellow can look a little bit funny on my skin tone in particular. And I honestly just love how it turns out. It is a little bit darker than the regular spring summer nail polishes that I would go to, but I had been doing all these bright colors so much that I definitely wanted to tone it down a bit. All right, and then moving on to the next piece, and it does come in a little box. I have no idea what items go in what shopping bag, so if you are new to this whole Hermes journey, then I'm sure you wouldn't know what I have inside. But it is just a box, if I can get it out. Well, that was a little bit of a struggle, but here she is. I'm sure that now you can tell that it is a pair of shoes, and I'm kind of just so excited to be opening this up. I always see like unboxings of people undoing their Hermes ribbon, and I've always been like, wow, the day that I'd be able to start adding some Hermes pieces. I'm gonna get into the whole Hermes topic in a moment, but just wanted to share with you what I did pick up. I actually went into store once and tried on the Oran sandals just because I really like that style of very simple slide sandals. In the color gold in particular, I felt would just pair so perfectly with my style. I have 2 sandals in that same color and I wear them non-stop. So I figured that that option would be great in order for me to incorporate into my wardrobe, as well as start getting that purchase history that they require for hopefully one day being offered either a Birkin or a Kelly or one of their quota bags. However, when I went into store, this was a ton of months back, and actually tried them on, they just didn't work out for me. My foot slides forward way too much and I just have all my toes hanging out, which I personally just didn't like the look. So it was kind of a bummer because I'm like, well, there goes that option of getting shoes from here. However, I have tried their Legend wedges. I did try those on one of our trips when we visited Portugal. They just didn't end up having my size. I think I mentioned it in the unboxing video that I did of the things that I picked up. And then I've also contemplated adding the Santorini, which is kind of like the Orans, but they do have an ankle strap. So when I went into the store, I actually asked to see the Santorini sandals. She didn't have any in stock. And then I saw these and I was like, you know what? Let me give those a shot and try them out. You guys, I fell in love. So without further ado, I have officially added a pair of Oasis sandals into my collection. And I did go for the color black rather than the gold. I know you're probably surprised because you were like, May, you were just talking about the gold being a great addition. But I have the other ones that I mentioned to you that I do wear from time to time, and those are regular slides. However, I have put a ton of outfits together lately and I feel like I've been missing a good pair of black sandals. I have black heels, but I don't have like a black casual pair of sandals that I can lean toward. And you guys, these were perfect. They fit my foot so nicely. I am obsessed with the heel height. I feel like it is just perfection. It's not a flat sandal, but it's not a huge 5 or 4 inch heel, but it just gives you the right amount of height to elevate your outfit as well. I mention this all the time whenever I do fashion or styling videos, but I am a very casual dresser. I wear a lot of jeans, I wear a lot of shorts, I wear a lot of like little dresses here and there. So I know these sandals will really pair just so nicely with my particular style and wardrobe. So as soon as I tried them on and just kind of played around with them, I knew that they were coming home with me and I was so excited. I feel like this part here in the front of either the Oran, the Santorinis, of any of their shoes that I previously mentioned is just so sleek and so classic. I did want to mention I did go true to size on slides type of shoes. In closed toe shoes, I'm more or less an 8. If they are an open style of shoe but they have some sort of ankle strap, I am a 7. And then on slides, I am right in between, so that is a 7.5, and that is what these are. I did try on the 8, but my foot would slide a little bit forward. These fit me right there, like my heel is right at the end, but the sales associate that was helping me did mention that the leather at the front will give a little bit over time. Nothing too crazy, but it will give a little bit over time. So the 8 being that just had already some space to give, she thought that the 7.5 would be a perfect option. So these are my new babies. I'm very excited to try them on and see how they feel. We do have some dinner plans coming up, so I think I'm gonna give it a shot like that first rather than taking them out for like hours on end and them be uncomfortable. I want to break them in little by little, so I'll keep you guys posted. I've already built a wish list on my phone of all the other ones that I would love to add. I love their taupe color, and I know that they have them in that color as well as a belt that is reversible and you have the black and the taupe. So that might be coming on in the near future if these actually work out well. All right, so let's get into the fun part. I hope you enjoyed the 2 little pieces that I unboxed here with you guys. If you do have any of the Oasis sandals, let me know down below what your process has been with them, how they've broken in, if you find them comfortable, and if you have any other colors, which ones have you opted to go for. I wanted to take just a few minutes to go over my thoughts in regards to Hermes. I didn't want to jot down anything. I more or less tried to script out my videos just so I don't go on rambling, but I wanted to take a minute, sit here and just kind of like chat with you guys, throw out there my thought process, and then obviously I look forward to hearing back from you guys what you think about this whole process altogether. I ran into Hermes probably around 5 or 6 years ago, and I was just so intrigued by the brand. People were saying that you just couldn't walk in and get a handbag, you had to go through this whole mission and process. And I just found that so interesting and at the same time so funny. Like, I would go into Louis Vuitton and you could just ask for a piece. If they had it in stock, it was yours. If not, you can go into another store and they would probably have it there. So I never really understood the whole idea of you having to know someone in order to get offered a bag. Now, over the years, as I've learned and understood more about fashion houses and just designer items in general, I have tried to sort of agree with the whole exclusivity point of Hermes, but at the same time, it still somehow gets me upset every time that we talk about it and that I hear somebody share their story about how they went in and they were just not treated the right way, or they were just looked at a little bit different. So I've just been battling back and forth that whole idea of whether or not I wanted to embark in the whole Hermes journey. And the only reason why I say I go back and forth on it is because I truly love the silhouette of a Birkin. That is my holy grail bag at the moment. My holy grail bag a couple of years back was the Celine Micro, and thankfully I was able to add that one into my collection. My amazing husband surprised me with a trip to Paris, and we were in Paris. We went ahead into the boutique and we got it, and that was just a whole beautiful experience altogether. And then after that, there were classic pieces that I wanted to add into my handbag collection. But when I unboxed my latest handbag, which was the Alma BB, I did mention that I was pretty content with where my collection is at the moment. So a couple of days back, I was actually just sitting, my birthday is coming up, and I was kind of just going through my mind and my thoughts, and I was like, what do I want for my birthday? And to be honest with you, there wasn't a bag that came to mind. Don't get me wrong, as a handbag lover, there's always going to be bags that are gonna call my attention and that I'm gonna wanna have just to use for a particular event. But we go back to what I just previously said. I just don't wanna have one handbag for one specific occasion and then just have it sit in my shelf for the rest of the time. I finally decided that I wanted to go into Hermes. I wanted to kind of just see what they had out in display that I can potentially just buy of the things that I really wanted. I'm not gonna just start adding random crap from Hermes. I know they have a ton of beautiful things, but some things are still just so crazy priced, no matter if it is Hermes. I did have a wish list on my phone that I've had for years now of pieces that I did want to try out from the fashion house. And the Santorini sandals were actually the ones that I went in mind with. I also just wanted to go in to see if I was able to connect with someone in particular. I have bought in that particular boutique that I got the sandals and the nail polish today. I've actually gotten 2 nail polishes from there, and I think I also added a twilly from there. And the times that I've gone in, the first time the gentleman that helped me he didn't give off the right vibe. And the second time, I literally was helped by some other lady that, I mean, it was also not a great experience as well. So we go back to the whole thing of like, you're leaving it up to these people's hands in order to get offered a bag that you really, really want and can just go in and purchase. But anyways, this time around, I went into the store again with some hope. You would think that by having 2 bad experiences, I would have already given up. But as I said, I really do want to add these handbags into my collection at some point in my life. I'm not going the pre-loved route just simply because I will not spend the amount of money that the pre-loved market is selling these pieces for a used handbag. That's just my thoughts in particular. I'd rather just wait it out, add the pieces that I normally want from the fashion house, and potentially be able to get offered one. So I went into the store, and as I said, I connected with this SA so well. We talked about anything and everything except Hermes. We talked about traveling, we talked about kids, we talked about so many things. Even my husband was interacting, so it was really just such a fun experience overall. She helped me with the Oasis, and then I also tried on, I'm not sure what the name is, but it's like their jelly style sandal. Those are on my wish list currently, so I might add them, but they just had them in a blue color, which was absolutely beautiful. But I felt like it would be a little bit harder to pair with like my swim cover-ups and stuff like that, so I didn't opt to get them right then and there. And then we went over to the nail polish section, and that's when she was telling me about doing her nails and so on and so forth. So we talked about that as well. And then on our way over to the cashier, she was like, is there anything else that I can help you with? And Rudy was like, well, a bag would be nice. And I looked at him and she just smiled. So it was kind of like a funny, but at the same time, I wanted to kill him situation. We went ahead and finished off our transaction there. She handed me the bag and she said herself, I have added a card inside as well, so just let me know if you need anything in the future. Perfect. It was the perfect Hermes interaction and transaction, exactly what I wanted. I didn't want her to build up this idea. I didn't want to come across as I was just in there to start building a history and get a bag. I wanted it to be very natural, very honest, very fun, because when I go into certain stores to shop, I want the experience to be fun. I want to come out there laughing. I want to come out there with a smile on my face and just saying, wow, I had such a great experience in there. I am definitely considering just continuing to purchase certain things that I have wanted from the fashion house. I have done many previous wish list videos, and in those videos there's always some sort of Hermes article in there. The most silly thing that I probably will buy is their little mug set. It is extremely overpriced, but it is just so cute. It comes with a little plate and then you have a cute little mug. And if you follow me on Instagram, I put every morning a little coffee shot with like a little quote. So how cute would it be to have just an aesthetically pleasing little mug in the mornings? So that might be the most ridiculous thing that I opt to add from there. But besides that, I'm just gonna go for pieces that I genuinely like, that I genuinely enjoy. Hopefully build a good relationship with this SA, and maybe, who knows, it can take 2 years, it can take 2 months, it can take 3 weeks, I don't know. I do think that for every individual, the process is completely different. So basically, to sum this up, I will be sort of sharing this experience or this journey with you all. I will be sharing anytime that I go into the boutique, if I do end up getting something or if I don't, what my experience is when I contact this specific SA that I hope to continue a relationship with, if I do have any bad interactions or any negative things that I want to share. Overall, I just kind of want to put this out there to share with you as I go through it and just see where it all ends up. Of course, I want to start a full-blown out conversation with you guys in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts? Have you ever tried kind of starting an Hermes journey yourself? Did you accomplish anything? Did you not like the process? Just let me know anything in the comment section down below, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you did enjoy the video, I would love for you to consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you are new around here, joining the family and hitting that subscribe button. We are still working on my goal of hitting 3,500 subscribers before I turn 35. So it is officially June. We have 30 days left, and I am more than confident that we could get there. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to watch today, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye, everyone.